All right, it's January 24th, 1997. We're in Shungnak, Alaska. It's Jim Ruby in the picture. It's a videotape of the damage left after the explosions in the power shelter. I'm an amateur at this, so if it jumps around a little bit, well, you'll just have to bear with me. A little different view. You can see the door. This front door blew right through that fence there. Came over to approximately where I'm standing, a distance of maybe 50 feet from its original location. So you can see the building blew in 360 degrees of direction. I'm standing behind it now. There's Jim Ruby again, standing behind the antenna and the whole earth station. Once again, you can see the damaged power building, the comm shelter next to it. You can see the damage to the fence done by the rear door of the power building as it came off. I'll put the videotape on the door itself just so you can see the damage. Jim's holding the pipe that was along the top, that was the top rail of the fence panel. You can see what the door did to the building. Now Jim's picking up the door, turning it inside out.
So this one. This part right here rips the metal right off.
It's obvious that the only thing that kept this from this piece, which is the side piece, which would be facing to the west on this site, and when you held it there were the cables.
This one ripped completely apart. Connector pulled right out of the bulkhead, but stayed connected. This one here pulled out of the bulkhead, left the interior cable, pulled the pins right out of the connector.
And try to let it run on this scene for a little bit, real slowly moving around so that we can give you an idea of the damage. Hope you can see this. It's sort of white on white here, but it's Just standing looking at the dish from in front of it. It's the left side panel that's damaged. You see no damage to the center panel or the right panel. The front door, the door flew off, hit that panel, bounced off the spar, and went on through the fence, standing behind me. By the way, the temperature's about 25 below today here. That you get hazardous duty pay.
Interesting points here. Both the AC and DC breaker on the rectifier are thrown. I talked to one of the guys here, and they said they hadn't touched it after the explosion. You can see on the front panel, this rocker switch right here is in the equalize mode. It's equalized, that's float.
Breakers are blown right out of their panel.
Batteries don't show any indication here of an excess of leaking out liquid and vapor. They look normal there. All four of them look that way.
Raise that lid there, Jim.
Say what?
Raise the battery lid right there, yeah.
Lady this morning came by. Her name was Jackie. She was about a quarter mile away. She said that when it first exploded, she felt like something had hit her in the back of the head and wasn't sure that something hadn't hit her in the back of the head. Turned around, saw the plastic and everything flying through the air. She said there was pieces a lot higher than the top of that telephone pole right there in the air coming down. And she saw so much plexiglass and metal flying, she looked around to see if she was actually hit by something. Realized it was just a shock wave.
This is the comm shelter. See, apparently the only damage to the comm shelter is the hood that goes over the air conditioner. Best evidence of the force of the blast is in the stand. The galvanized stand is